You won't see this coming. A cold dessert, easy and super delicious, that you can prepare really easily. Hey, you're already here! Today you caught me in a different place. And that's because for today's dessert, the idea is to enjoy something refreshing. We can make it as a cold version, straight from the fridge, or directly as a tart. The recipe is really simple and delicious. We take 150 grams of cookies, which is 3/4 of a package, and crush them very well. For this, we can use a food processor like this one, or put them in a bag and just crush them until you get cookie crumbs. We put it in a large bowl, and we're going to add another ingredient that will make it creamy. Butter, about 1/2 cup, cut into small cubes, and we need to heat it up. Heat it so it becomes liquid. You can do it in a saucepan or in the microwave, like I do. The point is to add it to the cookie mixture, and that's it. Mix until you have a homogeneous texture, which will look a lot like wet sand. So give it a few stirs until you get that texture to make the base of our dessert. Because it's going to have a cookie base, I'm going to use a small mold for this, but you could use a round one if you prefer. Mine is cake-sized, just so you have an idea. And the idea is to spread the cookie mixture on top and press it down with the bottom of a glass so it gets packed in well. So once you've spread it out, press it down until it looks like this. Now I put it in the fridge while I prepare the rest of the recipe. And meet this with the dessert filling. We take 2 tablespoons of cream or milk cream, and we're going to dissolve a teaspoon of neutral gelatin or grenadine here. We stir it and set it aside while it thickens. I'm going to make it chocolate flavored, so here I take 150 grams of dark chocolate or dessert chocolate and chop it up a bit. You can also do it inside, directly from the chocolate bar wrapper. Put it in a saucepan and heat it in a double boiler so it starts to melt. And form this chocolate sauce. Once it's melted, add the gelatin you prepared earlier, which should already be thick. It should have thickened by now, so add it in, stir it a few times so it heats up and dissolves, and then add the last ingredient, the sweetener. In my case, condensed milk, 150 grams or 1.5 cups. Stir it again until you have a moist, uniform liquid, and set it aside because it's almost ready. We only have the last ingredient left, which is more heavy cream or milk cream, about 2 cups. Make sure they're really cold because we're going to whip them with a whisk, stirring until good peaks form, like you can see here. And now, we'll gently combine both mixtures, that is, by folding them together from top to bottom, so that both creams blend and you get a uniform color, without losing all the little air bubbles we've incorporated into the cream by whipping it. That's how easy it is to make this cream, so that they can, and so that they don't stay in the same place. Freezer or freezer. Check out the texture you get, then put it into the mold we had here in the fridge. The cream inside, and it has a texture that just by watching it fall, you know this is going to be delicious. Look how amazing it looks. Once you have it all inside, smooth it out a bit and set it aside in the freezer. If you want ice cream, freeze it. For mousse, refrigerate it. And if you want a quick layer of chocolate on top, look, just heat up 100 grams or 1/2 bar of chocolate. Add a tablespoon of coconut oil or a mild oil. Stir until it's completely melted and pour it over the dessert we were preparing. Look, I'm going to take it out and show you how it's going to be completely liquid. See, it's going to spread super easily. And what we're looking for is a very, very thin layer, so that it gives that crunchy and crispy touch, as well as the direct chocolate flavor. With the back of a small spoon, you're going to spread it perfectly all the way to the edge without any problem, and then chill it again. In total, it needs to be in there for at least 4 hours. If what you're looking for is an ice cream-like texture, I've already finished my work, and now it's time to rest a little. If you want to see how my dessert turned out, I'll show you here. I'm going to take it out because I froze it. Like totally ice cream style. I'm gonna take off the mold and show you what an incredible texture it has. A perfect ice cream, a frozen cake, or an ice cream cake that's truly luxurious, that we've made with ingredients everyone can find at the supermarket, and they're also delicious. I'm gonna cut a little piece and show you the inside. Look, 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 look. What a fantastic ice cream. Perfect to enjoy and to share. Look, 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 look. How delicious. I hope you feel encouraged to make it. I'm sure you're going to love it a lot. And as always, I'm happy that you enjoy it. I'll also share the ingredients and quantities here so you can note them and make it even easier to prepare at home. And if you want even more, you can click on this video that appears here, which, as you can see, YouTube says you're gonna love. Look how amazing it looks, almost as much as this dessert.